Heck on.
I know he's playing, so I wouldn't worry about it.
It's Big Fatty's fault because he's not here.
All right. When Gavin and I were together one time, I guess my mother, I think she got one of those deals at Boscov's. You know, you spend $20 and you got free giveaways or whatever. And I think they were nose hair trimmers, the circular kinds.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
She gave me one. She gave Gavin one. She gave my brother one. All right. So we all had these nose trimmers and we go to use them and they were horrible. They didn't cut the hair. They fucking ripped them out of your nose.
Horrifying.
And she asked about it.
Oh no.
Like she asked about us by Easter. She's like, do you use that nose hair trimmer? Mom.
And she was forever after known as anti-tearjerker.
No, it was like, I said, Mom, the thing fucking rips the shit out of your nose. And she's like, your brother said the same thing.
I'll pick up the phone and call you and let you know. Don't use it. Right?
Yeah.
You should get her an epilady.
Yeah, right.
Well, the nose hair thing, it seems like it'd be painful while you're going through the process, but it seems like it'd be pretty effective then, because once they're ripped out, it takes a while for them to grow back in. So
yeah, but do you know how your eyes water?
I don't know how he does it, but apparently Baron Frosty nares the inside of his nose.
Oh, Jim.
Okay.
You ever see the guys that use the it's like a tar? It's like a black tar. They shove it up their nose on a Q-tip, and then they let it cool, and then they yank it out.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
You can wax your nose.
No, let's say no.
Well, see, my logic is there's a reason that hair is there.
Right.
What is the reason?
The reason is because it keeps particles from going up your nose. You know what I mean? Like, dust and dirt. And it's supposed to catch that.
Well, it keeps you a little warmer in the winter too.
But to go all the way up there and rip all the fucking hair out of it, no, I'm not doing it. I take a scissors, I trim it. That's it. I trim it at around. If it's sticking out, it gets cut off. That's it.
I have a little attachment for the trimmer that I use. That's like a nose hair attachment, and then there's the regular clippers for cleaning up my eyebrows or body hair.
Yeah. Well, my logic is if you can see the hairs up my nose, then you're either too short or you're blowing me.
Fuck you.
Right.
I used to not have. I would keep them trimmed back or whatever, but now, of all places, the hair in my nose has turned gray.
Oh yeah.
So when when I look in the mirror, it looks like I have these white things, and so I really trim.
Well, the gray hairs will grow out at about 10 times the rate of any other hair.
Yes.
Just like in your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Those are my eyebrows. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somewhere in YouTube is a video of a guy who dyes his nose hairs. I'm sure.
Wow.
No.
Virgo says the Ronco nose trimmer. It dices, it slices. That's about it. We get this thing that's got a flat side to it, and it's got a little guard on it, and you just put it on, and you just run it over your eyebrows, and it trims back all the excess nasty hairs.
Yeah, you know what? I had really nice eyebrows a couple of years ago, but then I decided to let them grow in, and I'll just keep them trimmed up top. And then after that, it was just every time I used the trimmer, I was fucking jamming the thing because they were so thick. And when I got my hair cut this week, the guy's like, "Do you want me to do your eyebrows?" I'm like, "Yes, please." And he went through it. The shit was just falling on my face. So it was cool.
Yeah, my hair just does mine too, but he does them shorter. He just uses a comb and a trimmer.
Bzz, bzz, bzz. No.
But I use mine. What was that?
Back when I used to go all out for a haircut, I used to get my eyebrows waxed, and it was a nice feeling, that warm wax on your forehead. But I ain't paying no $20 extra for that.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right. I'm sure you look like a douchebag too, right?
Yeah, really, nothing looks sillier than a guy that like, gets his eyebrows. I'm sorry, I don't know. I find that weird because there are actually one or two guys that where I work that get their eyebrows done. I'm like, really?
They get them threaded.
I don't know what the.
What they do, but I don't know. You can tell you can tell they get them done.
They get them shaped, and I mean, nothing freaks me out more than a guy with, plucked eyebrows. It's just.
You know, that's a big Puerto Rican thing.
I didn't want to say that.
Well, no, I don't mean it to be nasty, but seriously, they Puerto Rican men have taken facial grooming to new levels. You know?
Oh yeah, well, they do a really nice job on their beard. Like they get it like real nice, like crisp line around their beards and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's
The eyebrow thing, no.
It's a cultural thing. But let me tell you about this one guy that had his beard. What he did was he had the beard trimmed to points up to his ears, right? And it came down. So it was, he had a beard. And then he shaved all around his lips. And
what?
Yeah, he looked like a clown. Like everything around his lips, it just made his lips look like really clowny.
Oh, did you ever see one of those guys that trim above their mustache?
Yeah.
Like they trim half of the mustache away from between their nose and their lip.
Yeah.
Do you know how stupid you look? Like, has nobody ever? You have no friends that have told you that looks ridiculous.
Well,
like,
no.
Didn't John Waters?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
there's something.
If I was his friend, I would tell him it looks ridiculous.
Well, you know what though? Now, usually the people that do that have darker hair. They might be Spanish, right? And they're also the ones that are going to have.
Not.
But they're usually the ones that the long hair are going to grow out of the nose. There is nothing nothing worse than it looks like your mustache.
For me, look ridiculous.
Some of the weirdest beards I've seen were the ones that were in some of Prince's last albums.
Oh, he was weird. A genius, but weird.
I think there's when you get to a certain level of famousness, that you're surrounded by yes people, and no one will say, "Hey, you look dumb."
No,
you shouldn't do that.
We're not talking about our president on this show.
We're not talking about what?
Our president.
The orange shit stain.
Yes.
No.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm not.
I have no place to say because I'm lucky if I shave once a month. So I always look like I just rolled out of a homeless shelter. So.
And I'm do it. That's the sad part.
I have to
Pepto.
I have to shave on Monday because they want to take a picture of me with the all the owners and the plaque that I got for my 20-year.
Cool.
No one will recognize you then.
Right.
That's
I'm not shaving my beard off. I'm just trimming my face and stuff.
Gavin, that's a much bigger accomplishment than the time they took your picture to say you couldn't come in that restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. the not allowed sign poster.
Do not serve this man. Cleaning lady.
Yeah.
I thought it was tough.
Sorry, I'm
doing sound effects there.
Oh no! I am making another rum and coke. This time with the California raspberry coke, and I have to say it's very, very good too.
Oh,
all right.
Does it remind you of California raspberries?
Not particularly, but
California Red.
I don't know why they, branding wise, maybe it sounded good to somebody. They won the coin toss or the random number. Like, okay, well,
Maybe they
we'll
grow
use
better in
Sam's
the,
idea because we chose number 5 randomly.
Man, good old marketing department.
maybe they grow better in like Northern California or something.
Now, Jay, isn't a California raspberry the name of a sex act?
It could be. I don't know. Somebody should look that up. The old Urban Dictionary could tell us.
Somebody ask Siri.
I don't think Siri works with the Urban Dictionary.
Oh,
does it?
oh wait.
I don't know. I'm on my device that has Siri on it, so I can't ask her what an Eiffel Tower is or something.
There's a garlic flavored Coke.
What?
You no.
Now, I heard rumor. I don't know if it's true that Sonic's going to come out with pickle flavored slushies this summer. That sounds so vulgar.
Who?
Oh, I don't know. It's mildly intriguing, but I love pickles. So
You saw that on Rainbow Redhead.
Yeah, no. They have pickle flavored potato chips.
Oh yeah, I've had those.
Those
So
are
would you put
delicious.
those on a sandwich then? Is that the same? Because I know people like to put potato chips on a sandwich.
I didn't care for them. I don't know.
I like them.
I want pickles. I want pickles.
Have y'all had the deep fried pickles?
Oh yeah.
I had them, but I thought they were like okay, but nothing super special.
I've had where they're cut up and they're served as deep fried pickle chips, and then they usually have like a ranch dip or something with them.
Mm-hmm. I've had them served as spears or chips, both ways, deep fried.
I had them in Las Vegas. I don't remember who was with me. It might have been Veritable Virgo. I'm not quite sure. But we went to a little restaurant in one of the hotels when we were walking down the street. Yes, okay, then it is Veritable Virgo. Okay, he said he just put it in the chat room at the same time I was saying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thought it was him. All right.
Yeah, I can't remember if
I can't remember the name of the restaurant or what hotel it was in, but it was good. They were good.
Did
It was
you
a
go
nice
to Heart Attack Cafe?
Yes, I went with Tracy.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I remember you guys talking about that.
I had a hot dog, a chili dog. It was fucking huge.
I'm sure.
I can't
From
remember
the sounds of some of the things that they serve there, it sounds like everything.
They have one that has like 9 hamburgers on it.
Oh my!
Ridiculous.
Are you allowed to bring
You
in?
don't finish it, you get paddled.
Right.
Come up in front of the entire restaurant and paddle you.
Oh, and there's something wrong with that?
Not the naughty nurses. If it's male naughty nurses, that would be much better. But
Yeah.
Wait.
Wow.
I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but I remember there was some sort of a summer product at the at the Megalo Mart, and they had like either pickles or watermelon in like the pickle jars, but they had fruit punch in it.
oh, really?
Yeah, it was like pickles and fruit punch, I think.
That might be an interesting.
Now, I have to ask, does anybody else here save the juice from the pickle jar and cut up onions and put it in?
No.
Oh my God, they're so good on your salad.
Yeah, they do. It takes a lot of the bite out of the onion. It kind of just mellows it up.
Like white onions, and you just chop them up and put it in the pickle juice?
Yeah, I do it in like ring slices. You know what I mean? Like sliced into rings.
Oh, right. Okay.
Break it up and throw it in the pickle juice for like a day or two, and they're so good on your salad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound very good.
Yeah, it was just like such a waste to just dump the pickle juice down the the drain. So I started cutting up the onion.
A little while too. So.
You put your hard-boiled eggs in there too.
No.
Do you eat pickled eggs?
I've had them once or twice. They're not bad.
What about red beet eggs? Have you ever had those?
What is that?
That's a pickled egg.
Yeah, pickled egg. They put red beets and pickle juice and throw,
I'm,
throw the eggs in there and let them ferment a little bit, and then
I've always wanted to have one, but I never have.
oh, they're so good.
Ugh. The only people I know that make them a lot were people with chickens. In abundance of it.
Chickens?
What?
What'd you say? People with chickens?
People with chickens.
Kill
Oh,
people.
that's so they last longer because they do last a very long time.
Well, I was going to say, people with chickens come up with many, many ways to use eggs, I think. Because they end up with a lot of them usually, so.
I know. We go through moods with eggs. I mean, we'll go through eggs a lot and then not at all,
Yeah.
you know?
I've been eating this thing that when I was growing up, this was a thing that my mother used to make that I used to love. You take an egg and you poach it and you put it on top of you chop up like a piece of toast into little cubes and put in a cup and you put the poached egg on top. But she used to make like 3-minute eggs, which are too much of a pain in the ass to get out of the shell, so I don't do that. But a poached egg and then a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and you mix it up. Oh, so good. It's delicious. I don't know where I got when I was growing up. My mother used to make those. That was something you would get when you if you had an upset stomach.
The 3-minute eggs are the what? The soft boiled eggs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still
My dad used to like that with the vinegar and the soft-boiled egg and the toast. He
Yeah,
would do it in like a coffee cup, or
that's
something.
what. Yeah, we used to call it egg in a cup. That's
Yeah.
that was what we called it. Yeah.
No, I never heard of this combo of eggs and vinegar.
Real quick before time gets away, we have to do the birthdays because there are birthdays.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the only birthdays I actually have, I thought there were more. It's next week. There's a lot. Is on Monday. It's Amy Cole's birthday. Most people know who Amy Cole's is.
Okay.
Yeah, Amy. Kodak Coles.
And the Hatterina's birthday is also on Monday.
Oh,
So that's why I think Big Fatty is
Excellent.
Hatlanta. And Liam's birthday is on Monday also. So everybody say happy birthday to Liam and Amy Cole.
Happy
And
birthday, everybody.
Patty say
Happy birthday.
Okay. So that's all I got. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
Do we know when I can't find my thing here. DJ,
Yes.
when's your husband's birthday?
Oh, it was back in January.
Do we have that? Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it now. Well, you know what? Here, let me write it down real quick.
I'm looking at pictures of coddled eggs.
Oh. I don't have a pen. You know what? Send it to me. Oh, here's a pen.
There you go.
When is it? January what?
12th.
Okay.
I didn't remember it because it's after mine and it's OU812.
OU8. Okay.
What is it?
I
OU8.
remember the 12th from OU812.
January 12th?
Yes.
Okay. And Blind Guy Jay, when's your husband's birthday?
His is February 28th.
That's a while from now.
Yeah, Big Fatty added it to his calendar, and we announced it on Gavin's show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I might have put it on, but I just wanted to make sure I had it because
Yeah.
just because we talk about him all the time.
I said it, and you had already done birthdays, so you might not have added it. So
Oh, okay. I wrote it down, so now I'll know. So,
You might have been drinking that night too.
oh well, yeah, that would be a surprise.
Ben.
Me
I was
drink?
going to say, what me? I'm drinking. I'm drinking every night when we're on this podcast. It's one of the best reasons for to look forward to the weekend.
There you
I know, right? It's my reason for living. Oh, I can't wait till summer comes. God, I'm so tired of this. Anyway, let me pee and then I'll come back and we'll go to the after show.
Okay.
First, then after show.
Mhm.
You just can't wait to get out those Daisy Dukes.
Well, Jim, you're still here?
Yes, I am.
Well, if I had to guess
Yes.
that anybody here would have made cabin corned beef today, it
Right.
would be you two. Now, did you do that?
No, we didn't do. We haven't done corned beef in the last 2 years.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, even we've been buying the low sodium corned beef, and
Yeah.
even with that, it's like the salt they use. It's saltpeter. It really plays with your joints.
oh,
We stopped eating. We stopped going for that. I mean, I'm fine with it, eating it in moderation, but I mean, Gavin just looks at it and it hurts his joints. We're talking about
oh.
I know. I
Billy and I are going out to
love the taste of it, but no.
Billy and I are going out to lunch with Mama Billy, and we're going to have some corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
I mean, when you make it, I mean, we're stuck eating it, or we'll have it for dinner, and then Gavin will like, I'm not eating anymore, and it's like I got a whole fucking pot of the shit. I'm stuck eating it. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm eating corned beef on rye toast.
See, we're better off going the diner that we have near us that we like, the Cherry Hill Diner. They actually have it on the menu all the time.
Mhm.
So if we want that, we should just go.
Oh, okay.
And they serve it with it's like a eighth of a head of cabbage steamed, and then a whole bunch of little potatoes on the side, buttered potatoes with parsley. So I mean, it's just like perfect. But once you're done, over it. So
Yeah.
So I can smell it right now because we got one in the crock pot. Just waiting
Oh, right.
for it's complicated to get home so we can have some.
It's complicated.
and I love the flavor and I love the smell of it, but like it's just too much to make a whole one for you.
Well, we just do a little one, so it's not like
Oh,
Jim, what did you bring up earlier today that I said remind me?
Me?
Yeah.
Jimmy?
I don't remember.
Oh. It's something about today.
I was playing a Gavin.
No, you said today, in the past. What was it?
I don't know.
It was something that, like, I don't know, some historic thing that you were talking about. Yeah, that's why I said I should have wrote it down.
It's also St. Gertrude Day.
Yesterday was St. Urho's Day.
Saint what?
St. Urho's Day.
You're
Okay.
So how I heard it is, I grew up in Hibbing, Minnesota, and there's the town to the east. It's called Virginia, Minnesota, and next big town to the east, should say. And a bunch of Finlanders were sitting in a bar and they're talking and how the Irish had, St. Patrick's Day and they wanted their own, so they made it up.
I've heard that too.
And then they made it the day before St. Patrick's Day. So that they could drink their beer.
And what did they call it?
St. Urho, U-R-H. Let me look.
Euro. I think they pronounce it Euro.
No, it's St. Urho. I'm half Finnish. I know these things. My dad didn't speak English going to grade school. Because they only spoke Finnish at home.
I never heard that.
Isn't that a shame? I can't think of what the it was.
Gavin, I wonder if it's the post on Facebook that I saw today about how St. Patrick's Day is also another day for another saint, and the saint, I forget the name, but the saint is the care of I don't know if it's just cats or I
Yes,
think
yeah.
cats.
No, it wasn't that though, but it was something in history that Jim had brought. Said, okay, I'm looking at
Where was I? Was I in the car?
today in history. No, it was you. You came. I was sitting on the toilet, and you came over and told me, and
Sitting on the toilet.
I said, okay, you remember that.
Saint Valentine was beheaded. Let's see.
No, I don't remember.
Well, it's going to be a forever lost in history now.
We'll think of it 5 minutes after we get off.
There you go.
It's like because like we'll be talking at work about something. And I'll be like, geez, I can't remember the name. And then as soon as I get in my car and drive a block away from work, I remember what the fuck I was thinking.
Yep.
The other saint was Saint Gertrude.
Oh, today was the first St. Patrick's Day in New York City in 1762.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Wow. God damn, that's a long time ago.
What else? I'm trying to think. I remember saying the porn. I remember like saying porn should be either redheads or black on black. Or what was I saying? Black men, 300-pound blonde-haired women.
Oh, something like black on black because 300-pound black 300 bleached blonde women need somebody to fuck.
It's all coming together now.
They're usually Irish anyway.
It was nothing to do with Irish or any of that. I don't know. I'm sure it's not important. Somebody, if you ever think of this date in history, nope, that's not it.
I don't think it was anything historically significant, was it?
No, well, it was something
Something stupid that I would remember.
right, exactly. I didn't want to say that out loud, but yes, that's what it was.
We're never going to know now.
Yeah. You'll remember 5 minutes after we hang up tonight.
Exactly. And I'll put it on Twitter. So check my Twitter in the morning. That would be
Actually, that's great because Twitter is nice for that. You can do that and it won't disturb any of us.
yeah.
Middle of the night. Or if you
If you
remember
listen-
right when you wake up in the morning.
And if you're listening to this, it's Jeep 4X4 Bear on Twitter.
No.
I'm trying to think of what it was. No, I remember telling you it was in the kitchen.
You're never going to
Oh,
give it up. Give it up.
here's a good one. In 1845, of Bristol's man named Henry Jones patented self-rising flour.
How did that flower do that to itself? Huh.
Got excited.
Have you ever we had a girl and I mean she was Irish. And St. Patrick, I was like, oh yeah, that's the guy with the broccoli in his hand. You know, this little shamrock.
Oh,
I kept telling her it was broccoli, and she kept getting so pissed off. And every time I saw a shamrock, I'm like, no, that's broccoli.
I don't know. I'm so Irish that I see all the stuff in stores and I think that St. Patrick's Day is the last legal racist holiday.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Is there candy? What? Oh, Irish potatoes is the only. Is there any kind of candy that's like infamous for
Irish.
St. Patrick's Day?
No.
Lucky Charms.
Not that I know of. Yeah, Lucky
I
Charms.
mean, something that will be on half price tomorrow.
I think the Irish potato. I haven't seen a lot of Irish potatoes this year.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It's more of a local thing than.
Yeah.
Well,
Really
I mean,
some-
See's Candy does them. I've never had one because I always think of it like the week before, and See's is always sold out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I,
I think
and then they only carry them. You know, it's like if I wanted to go order them tomorrow, I couldn't.
I'm
would
sorry, but you're
imagine-
saying it wrong. It's C's candy.
I think you have to like put it in order ahead of time for something like that.
Yeah.
You're
Or go online.
Honestly, you're really not missing that much, but I mean, they're good. I sent them to somebody. I sent them to 2 people last year.
Fatty.
Big
I think
Fatty.
Big Fatty, yeah.
There was somebody in California. I don't remember who it was.
Was it Kathy Bacon?
It
She's
might
not
have
in
been. I'm not sure.
California.
No, I think it was somebody in California. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I sent them to them, and
Mhm.
they apparently enjoyed them. But honestly, the ones that you buy in the box are not that great.
Hmm.
See's Candy probably makes really good ones, but like you got to figure the ones that you buy in the box, like pre-made, they're probably like 2 weeks old by the time you get to them. So,
Mhm.
Oh, at
Like,
least.
I used to make them myself, and they were delicious. I remember the
Well,
one time
it's like the divinity or whatever that they base it on is like a white fudge, right?
Yeah.
no,
No, it's butter
Yeah.
and cream cheese, right?
it's cream cheese, powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla is pretty much the entire.
And butter.
I think there is,
okay. So it's not cooked, huh? It's just like all you have to do is warm it up enough to like dissolve the sugar.
Yeah.
what you do is you mix it all together and coconut and coconut and you mix it all together and you roll it into balls and then you put them in the refrigerator, let them cool, and once they're like you leave them overnight and you pull them out and you throw them in a plastic bag filled with cinnamon and you shake, coat them
okay.
with cinnamon so they look like potatoes.
What do you, oh, is that's what you're
Ah,
describing is the Irish.
okay.
Yeah, because if you do them right away, then the cinnamon gets all dark brown. It looks horrible.
Well, shoot, I should just look for a recipe and make them myself. They don't sound that complicated.
I did them one year. I did them with.
Not at all.
I took half of the coconut and I toasted it, and of course, what happened, Jim?
You burnt the toast. You burnt it, didn't you?
I started a fire in our toaster oven.
Oh god.
That was the first batch because coconut is oddly very flammable.
Mike,
Then I toasted more and I mixed it in. Oh, they were delicious. They were good with the toasted coconut.
Mr. Mike says the chocolate gold coins.
That's a
Yeah, that's
Jewish,
it.
that's I don't know.
I'm
Oh,
thinking
like
Hanukkah gilt.
Yeah, I'm thinking
there's
of
pot of
Hanukkah.
gold.
I
mean,
like Guinness.
That's something called pot of gold, but the coins they have in the little, plastic cauldrons they call pot of gold.
Yeah, they ripped that off from the Jews.
Oh, you know what it is? It's everything that's left over from Hanukkah.
Ah,
They just repackage it and put a different label on it.
yeah.
What did you think of the girl at Indian girl with her bindi and her shamrock? The girl at Walmart at the checkout.
Oh, okay.
She had her bindi on her forehead, and then she had a big old shamrock on her vest. And I'm like, oh, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, look at it. Well, you know who got me? Who, online, Ed Chan was saying he had to wear something green on St. Patrick's Day, or he would get pinched.
Right.
All right. Now I had never heard that, and I'm like, wow. I mean,
What?
I know those Chinese people get really.
No, wait a minute, Jimmy.
What?
This goes way back to grade school. If you didn't wear green, you'd get pinched.
Oh, really?
You never heard of this?
What would happen if you wore orange?
I don't know. You get punched in the mouth or something. I don't know.
I was the only one that wasn't Polish or Hungarian in my school. So
No, it was just
I wasn't even Irish.
Well, and that lady at Walmart, she might have had a little Irish in her at home.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, DJ. Oh,
Just those Irish are known for that.
Now, according to Dr. Stone, Dr. Wesley, what is it? Wesley P. Stone. Pythagoras Stone.
Yes.
The smaller the potatoes, the bigger the meat. looks.
Oh.
Big Fatty's reply was, "Oh, poor Big Fatty."
Right.
So,
Guinness dark chocolate.
well, let's quick go to the after show. So,
Oh, I thought we were on it.
no,
Sort of, kind of.
yeah, I started a little bit late, and
Hard to tell.
we always whatever. DJ Star Sage, where can we find you?
Sure, you can find Podcups Thursday nights at 8 p.m. at univazpods.net, and you can find my show, The Far Away Nearby, over at vognetwork.com.
Okay, and Jay, where can we find you?
J.R. Harris 2 on Facebook.
blindguyj.com. No,
Right. Nope, sorry.
You're not on any
.com address.
except this one.
Nope.
Okay, you can find him here on Saturday nights,
Yeah.
having alcoholic beverages. Jim, where can we find you?
Oh,
Ooh, excuse me.
Cleaning up the leftovers.
Yeah, you can find me and all my applicable links.
mm-hmm.
Number one Funky Homo on Twitter and Tumblr. Right?
Excuse me.
Would you like me to put your links on the webpage?
No.
Okay. Larkin, where can we find you?
You can find me as Larkin Young on Instagram.
Okay, and Toppy, where can we find you?
You can always go over to thesmellcast.com.
What happens if you leave off the?
Well, you won't find me.
Oh,
Cake parts.
I thought it would be like Big Fatty. You don't want to leave off online.
You know, I don't know what you'd find. I don't, but you won't find me.
And you can find all my applicable links at pokinit1.blogspot.com. The after show, the only link to the after show, and link to the YouTube video, and the porn of the week, and all the porn from the chat room. So,
Woo.
Ooh.
Lots of red peelback hair tonight, folks.
yes.
Yeah.
Everybody say good night. We're going to go to the after show.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was the thought of something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use.
I feel like a pervert
Why?
Hi.
because I looked at that kid with the long bangs
Oh.
in the chat room. The 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth picture up.
Oh.
And I was like, oh God, he's so cute. And then I saw the next picture of him with no clothes on. I was like, oh my God, he's like a child.
Oh dear. That can happen.
There goes your career in Hollywood.
Yeah, right. Oh, I could be I can be a promoter or whatever.
Now you got the
You
skill.
know, but the older you get, the harder it is to tell someone the difference between someone who's 17 and like 25.
Yeah.
They look
As long as
so much
they're
the same.
they'll leave it.
Why they invented waivers.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to tunnel off to sleep, folks. Good to see here and be with all of you. Take care, everybody.
Okay.
Good night,
Well, Tappy.
Bye-bye.
Have fun at work.
Kiss the chickens.
Good night.
All right. I will be right back. Jim talk.
Gotta go refill the cocktail, or does he have to pee again?
I don't know what he's doing.
Both.
He's behind the cabinet. He's behind the counters. And
The Mormons are at the door.
he's doing something. He's
So Jay, have you had enough rain?
Yes.
We went from
need
not
it, though,
any.
so it's that's I'm not gonna complain about it, but it's I told somebody at work I wish it would just rain at night and it would clear up so that when I need to walk to the light rail in the morning or home in the afternoon that it wouldn't be raining. So
oh. How many days have you had it for a couple days now? Lee?
Oh, I can't hear you, Jim. Sorry.
Okay. Has it been raining for the last couple days?
Yeah, on and off. Probably for the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty steady. Yeah.
Is this your rainy season?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we always get a later sort of. We seem to get a later cold spell and then rain.
Okay. Well, we
So,
had
but it won't be too bad.
okay. Not bad. We're finally seeing it warm up a little bit, but not it's not enough for us yet. We had snow earlier. Was it this week or last week? I don't know. It's just all running together. I'm kind of blocking everything out.
Mhm.
So, it's not quite pepper season, so what you're trying to say?
I mean, I went to the stores today and they have the seeds and the bulbs and everything out for spring. That's the first good sign. But I ain't going outside to work in the ground, work on the garden yet.
No, it's
No, I should.
No, it's a little early still. Yeah. If you had a greenhouse or something, maybe, but
Yeah.
But then he'd be growing his other cash crop.
Yeah.
right.
Potatoes.
Asparagus.
Yeah. Now my asparagus comes early here. Well, end of April, May.
So
Right?
I will be right back. I was just told I have to put the potatoes in the crock pot for the. So
All right.
I'll be right back.
Anyway.
Yeah, for those of us not having corned beef and cabbage, we don't have to worry about putting potatoes in the crock pot.
No, I'm due for potatoes. I should eat some potatoes tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I have two turkey legs and two wings in my freezer. I think it's time I made some turkey soup.
You know,
There you
I've
go.
often wondered why nobody hasn't made a crock pot that stirs itself yet. It's like you have you have it set and you're supposed to check it every so often. You'd think somebody would have made up a device or made up a crock pot that had one built in that it will like stir it every hour or two.
Or at least vibrate.
Right.
Get everything moving around. Usually, I think people put with a crock pot. A lot of people put things like potatoes. You know what I mean? Big potatoes, a big piece of a roast or something like that. I mean, how are you going to stir it with a roast in there?
Right.
It's not everybody makes tomato sauce or something in the crock pot, but they do have those things that go in a pot that stand in there that stir it from the bottom.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard of something, and I don't know that I don't remember ever seeing one of like a little device that you can put in there that either winds up or something like that will like slowly stir every so often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a thing. It looks like a handheld thing that you like put down in the pot, in the middle of the pot, and it's just got things that go around.
Yeah.
That didn't explain much,
but you'd think, like with the crock pot, what they could do is, did you ever see the chemists when they're mixing the chemicals in the beakers? There's like a magnet, okay, and there's a magnetic bar inside the in the beaker, and there's a magnet underneath that is spinning it.
That's a neat idea.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know anything I've made in the crock pot. I don't know that it had to be stirred, or you just stir it when it's done or whatever.
I wouldn't know if anybody's bought one of those new devices they have out. It's like a pressure cooker, but not one that you put on the stove. It's like
an instant pot. I have one.
That's it. Do you like it?
I love it.
Oh, do you? Have you used it a lot?
Oh yeah, I use it all the time. I make chili in it. I've made hot and sour soup.
Ooh.
I've done. I do all my rice in it.
Yeah, use it as a rice cooker too, right?
Yeah, and it works better. I used to have a rice cooker, and this works better than the rice cooker. So,
when you say better, do you mean it gives you a more flavorful rice, or the cooking time is reduced?
the cooking time's reduced, and I would say especially I noticed with the brown rice that the rice comes out better because brown rice can be tough to cook.
Right.
Oh well.
And the Instant Pot works really well. It gets a little more tender.
That's pretty much all we use. Well, all I use. We have white rice, but we rarely use it. Now, Mr. Mike.
How do you cook your brown rice?
I put three cups of water, 1 cup of rice after it's boiling, and then cook it for about 45 minutes.
Okay, so you do it stovetop. And I always had better luck doing it in the oven, but part of it is I struggle being blind, like getting the heat right and being able to tell what it's going to cook, cook at. So like I always did better cooking it in the oven, but it takes a long time in the oven.
Yeah, Mr. Mike says he has an Instapot. Do you enjoy your Instapot? Just because it looks like I hesitate to buy any of those things that you see on TV. Because especially the woman that advertises that does all the like as seen on TV stuff now.
Huh? I didn't even know it was it was a TV type thing. I mean, I bought one several years ago on Amazon when they had it on sale for, I don't know, I think I got it for like $60, $55. It was like super cheap. But I love that it takes the place of, I got rid of the rice cooker and a steamer and a crock pot when I got the Instant Pot.
Oh, wow.
Because it works as all three devices.
Guess what you're getting for Christmas, Jim? Your birthday comes earlier, so
he won't remember. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. We'll talk about it.
They're great. I've made some other stuff. I've made split pea soup in it. I've made like a veggie just stew or soup, whatever you want to call it.
It's basically an electric pressure cooker, right?
Pressure cooker, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen pressure cookers when they explode?
Well, this is not.
They don't do that anymore.
It doesn't have that problem. That's the point. Yeah, this is different.
Because you have a pressure cooker. Yeah.
I don't think I don't think I would have the patience for it.
I remember my parents had one of those ones that had the thing that screwed on the top. Had this big bolt that screwed on the top to keep it on.
Oh, that's a pressure cooker.
Yeah, it's like old-fashioned one.
No, because we have a pressure cooker we use all the time, especially it's artichoke season right now.
Right.
And so you can cook an artichoke in like 15 minutes instead of just put it in there. And
in the summer we use the crock pot a lot because that way we don't heat up the house. So we tend to make a stew or soup or something because we cook for the week. So we'll cook something that we both like, and we'll make like Mexican chicken, which is great, like Mexican pulled chicken.
Right.
And we'll cook that, and then you just put it in like little containers, and you have your lunches for the whole week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What's Mexican chicken in Mexican?
Fuck up. This is what happens when a pressure cooker explodes.
Yeah. You've brought that up before about pressure cookers and stuff like that. I doubt I would ever use it.
Once you start, like we do corn on the cob, 10 minutes. And because it's pressure cooked, you're not boiling it in water, so it doesn't lose. I mean, it's just so many things that are so fast in it. That's why.
Cob on the grill because it's so much better.
I love corn on the cob cooked on the grill, like in the husk.
Yeah. Well, what we do is we peel the husk off, and then we wrap it in with Italian dressing or
bacon.
Wrap it with tin foil and you put it on the grill. Italian dressing on it. It's good. It's good. Like
my brother-in-law years ago, he did some for like a Thanksgiving, I think, and it was he pulled the husk back and coated them with olive oil and black pepper and sprinkled in some bacon crumbles and then pulled the husks back and then wrapped them in foil. And the husk seemed to really help hold in the the moisture. I don't know that it made any huge difference, but when they served them, they still had the husk around them. So they were
I hear the
delicious.
same thing about foreskins.
Some people actually take the whole corn with the husk and throw it in a bucket of water to get the husk wet and leave it there for like an hour or so and then drain it and put it on the grill. So
we've done it on the grill, but I don't know. It just
I don't think
sometimes it takes a while, you know, and sometimes when you get home from work and you want to eat in a hurry, it's like
Well, that's
so Jim, you do not need to be afraid of a pressure. If you buy a new pressure cooker, they're all designed not to explode. The lids are oval shaped and the way they go together and everything else. So
when you lock the lid, like you twist it and it locks, and you're good, because as soon as it heats up enough, a little pin pops out and the lid won't. You can't take the lid off.
I blame the certain Patty Duke episode for everyone's fear of pressure cookers. They were making jam and it exploded all over the kitchen.
Well, no, my grandma had one explode on her, so my mom was scared to death of them and will not have one in the house.
There you go. Because the thing.
No, but that's how old are these things? I mean, new modern pressure cookers do not do this anymore.
Well,
no, they don't.
Don't they check you to make sure you're not with ISIS now if you buy a pressure cooker?
I think even ours has a special built-in thing that if it gets over hot, a little thing will like melt out so that it can't. I mean, it's got all these safety things in it. So,
well, I wouldn't want a pressure cooker. I mean, honestly, that's just we don't cook enough stuff to bother with that. And there we go again.
Well, we got it because we were canning, and instead of to can low acid things, you need a pressure cooker. Otherwise, you don't get them hot enough to.
All right. I don't know if we're on the stream anymore, but let me know in the chat room if you can hear.
Vertible. Oh, and
Lost the stream.
Stream again. Wah wah.
Well, guys,
so Fatty's having a good time down in Atlanta.
Is he?
I don't know. I haven't.
Who knows? Yeah.
It says can't connect to the stream, so I guess we're done.
I gotta go anyways. Guys, you have a good night.
All right. Good night, DJ.
Good night.
Good night.
So that's the noises we're hearing, Gavin.
Yeah.
Is the streaming software?
Yeah. I guess he only set me for an extra because the way the streaming thing works now is if you regularly do a show, you're only allowed to go between certain times.
Right.
So, like, I guess he only set me for an extra half an hour instead of because it was 8:30. So, but it still records, so people could still hear whatever we talk about afterwards. But and also the YouTube video. So,
all right.
That's what I was thinking that we might do all the after shows do the YouTube instead of keep the chat room, but just go to YouTube. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll just limit our after shows to half an hour. When we hear the we'll know it's done. So, okay. Everybody have a lovely evening.
Have a great night.
All right. You guys too.
All right.
Catch you guys next week.
Enjoy your
Good night.
Good night.
It is time to go have some corned beef. Ooh.
Oh, there you go. Enjoy.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Night.